part of this, which I call it the fourth quarter. Let's start with Brother D. Now, you're 22 years old. You don't have any
Mhm.
kids. From what you witnessed in your lifetime, if you were to have kids, if you were to have kids,
Mhm.
what steps do you feel you would do to ensure that you will have a high success rate of fatherhoodism or being a father for some?
And also, marry someone you think would be a good mother and that has enough sense, generally speaking, to know that she wants children. Now, some women don't want children, and fair enough. And some women perhaps shouldn't have children. That's also possible. But the general rule of thumb is, especially once a woman's, in her mid 20s, if she doesn't know that she wants children or won't admit it, unless she has a viciously important reason, then she's not oriented properly psychologically. She isn't. She doesn't know what's important in life. Now that might also be the case with you, and it probably is. But as a rule of thumb, that's a really good one.
Uh, I think for me, the biggest thing would be knowing that I guess the woman that I choose won't try to use like the money that I put in my pocket or just how I carry myself and try to like downplay how I carry myself as I start a family and kind of just take bits and pieces from like my dad and just everybody else that I know that have kids and just make sure that I'm putting myself in a situation where I don't pretty much go through those same things because like my dad said, being military it makes it a bit harder, especially if you travel. Like I
Mhm.
travel a lot more than my dad because I'm in a flying career in the Air Force. And so
Mhm.
I'm constantly always on the road. And so some people will see that as a way like um he doesn't really want to be in that child's life, but that's false. It's more so just that's what my job is centered around. Like I can't it's not like um a civilian job where I can take time off. Um I mean I can get time off in the military as well, but um it's not like I can just up and quit and find a different job that is centered more around allowing me to have more time with the kids that I have or anything like that. And so um yeah, I mean it's ultimately just making sure I put myself in a situation where I don't have to worry about like possibly being put on child support um and having to worry about like fighting for custody of my kids.
Mm. Well said. Dr. Comark, we need that prognosis, brother. We need to know if you had to start all over again, for all you know today. I know you love your kids, so we ain't trying to erase them. But if you have to start over today with all you know today, what will be the best steps, or let's use better words? What will be the best advice you will give yourself from the future to the past on how you'll go about bringing children in this world to increase fatherhood?
D, you better not quit. Let's put it out there. um, First off, I'm gonna say no. No fault out to um my ex-wife, his mama. She's a loving female, and I know she was my first love. I'd go find Miss Smith first off. You know what I'm saying. Um, I love my ex-wife too. Nah, but financial stability will be the first. I know I got college degrees and things of that nature, but I would have to say I have to financially get myself together. I have to, there's no book about how to raise a child. Every child is different. Every situation is different. The economy is constantly changing year by year. Um, so to know that you are financially stable, know that you have um, the money in your savings account. We're not even going to say bank account, but the money in your savings account for emergencies like your house flooding, your lights going out, a wreck, life insurance, burial insurance, things of that nature. You have to have those things set in place so that you know that if anything happens to you or one of your loved ones in your household, that you are financially stable. Um, so, things of that nature. Money in the bank. You know, what I don't even remember his name from G Unit who said it. Um,
Lloyd
you
Banks.
gotta have
Lloyd Banks.
was it Ford Bank? Yeah, Lower Banks. Yeah, he had that. You gotta have that educational awareness about what's going on around you, medically wise, financially wise. You have to have that. You gotta have a support system too. You gotta have friends and family around you just in case if something happened to you, that they'll be able to take care of you, your family, your dogs, whatever the case may be. That if you know that you have that around you, the just in case in place is the best place to even start around you. You have to be stable enough to take care of kids because kids are $1 million investments. Y'all don't understand exactly what that means, but every child is $1 million, every single one, and I got a lot of them, so I understand. Um,
You
don't
do.
shake your head. Don't shake your head, bro. But look at him. He's smiling. He the first one. He the first one. But I got a lot of them. So it's just things of that nature that you have to understand that and even getting your health up, man, because health is wealth, and your kids gotta be healthy,
Healthy as well.
and to have a mental stability, man, because we all go through trauma, and we all have to understand that our trauma falls in on our children as well. So we have to understand that we have to be stable too to have our children stable to go through what we're going through. So if we're going through something that's unstabilizing us, we can't push that down on our children. So that's another thing that we have to understand.
If I can go back and give advice to even myself, I think that I will freeze my sperm. I think I will freeze my
Keith.
sperm and wait for some clones or something. Somebody I got like 100% control over. And I'm being serious. And let me say why I say this, in my opinion. When it comes to fatherhood, we can't predict how things are going to go if relationships fail. We can't. And it's every woman to blame for situations that go bad. Of course not. And I have to keep putting emphasis on this because sometimes when people look at these clips or hear these stories, they hear some selected words and then they just go off into la la land and run with not listening to the full context. I think it's important on a lot of avenues, like these brothers are saying. You want to be financially stable. You want to be mentally grounded. You want to have everything in place to bring children in this lifetime. And when it comes to, at least in the West, if we going off traditions and morals and values, if marriage was the key before you bring family in for those who are religious, then I will hope the woman you marry, whether you Christian, Muslim, whatever the doctrine you follow, that's going to be your savior at the end of the day. I hope that that person have the highest degree of understanding to what they're bound to do. Because now today, I feel like we're a religious country, but not a lot of people practice what they preach, if you get what I'm saying.
Mm,
So, in my opinion, it's a lot of things that we can go over, that we can talk about, that can bring a higher percentage to fatherhoodism. But most importantly, it's only right when we had this part two. We got to have women in the building. Because as men, we only talk about our griefs, our complaints amongst each other. But to get a better resolution through all the conflict, women, we need you. So for the women who see this, they'll love to join the panel and give their opinions. Please, please leave your name in the comments. We'll love to have you on here because for us to make this a better situation for the young men and the young women today in America, we got to come as one. So we got to put them pride to the side. We have to put that pride to the side. Excuse me, put it aside. In closure, you know how we do, Brother COMARK, man. You know, we gotta start with you first, so Brother Deacon, follow suit. You know, we gotta get the people some good game, man. Podcast 11. What you got for the people today, man?
Man, y'all know, starting off, Happy New Year's, 2024. Let's keep the peace. I know North Korea out here trying to North Korea. I think North Korea out here trying to start a war. And y'all know, fatherhood is difficult. It's difficult for everybody. It could be a happy thing, it could be a hard thing. Make sure you out here loving your the mother, your son, your daughter. I mean, it's an emotional challenge. It's a financial pressure. It's a life working balance. It's a relationship change. Just make sure that you're doing everything you possibly can to take care of yourself, take care of your family, do whatever you can for each other, one another. Make sure you're out here loving your neighbors. Make sure you taking care of everything you possibly can to do what's right for you and everybody. It's January 1st, 2024. We're not even halfway through the 20s. Just make sure you're out here doing whatever you can to get right with your life. Happy New Year's, happy life. Not that happy wife, happy life, because we all know it goes both ways. Just love yourself. Make
Tell
sure
them,
you love
brother.
yourself.
Tell them. I have to shout that in there. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. Brother D.
That's all.
Brother D. What you got for the good people of 2024, brother? Give them some good game.
So I'm gonna take a different path. One of the big things that I think everybody should take, especially from a financial standpoint, one of the things that I'm taking from 2023 that I'll definitely like be big on going into 2024 is if I can't buy two of something, then I don't I can't afford it. And
Wait. Press rewind. Hey, yo, you got to run that back. Yeah, y'all hear him? I hope y'all, bro. They might have been deaf in the back, bro. One more time, bro. Tell them one more time, bro, what we doing.
if I can't buy two of something, then I can't afford it. And that that has definitely been like one of the big lessons that I've learned. Fatherhood aside, like going into this year, because I mean this year alone was kind of rough for me. So if I can't afford it twice, then I can't afford it once. And so I think going into that going into this year, it's definitely going to play a big part. I think for everybody, choose to do with it as you will, but I hope everybody has a good 2024 and just starting this year off right and just being consistent with everything that you do.
Man, I had to rewind that back because my brother is 22 years old, and we don't got a lot of brothers our age, even in our 30s, let alone our 20s. It's sad for even the guys who 40 who ain't gonna understand what that young brother said. That's why we had to rewind that back. That was deep. I think that was probably the best game I heard on the podcast as of yet. Financial literacy is very important. It's very important. And if you don't know, now you know. You feel me? We gotta get that understood, especially for the sisters and brothers of our color, because we be messing up some loose money. When you get them taxes now,
Yeah.
don't fuck it up, yo. If you can make a
Yeah.
plan, add to a thrift savings plan, find out know about CDs, stocks, crypto shaky. So I don't want to say put your coin in that, but it's a lot of things we can do to gain financial literacy for the better. And that's all I'm gonna piggyback behind Brother D, because that was well said, man. Read some books if you don't know. Alex J. Axelrod, How Monopoly Can Make You a Millionaire. Really good book. Shoe Dogs, Phil Knight. Really good book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert K. Kiyosaki. Really good book. Robert Greene, even though he speaks of all aspects of life. 50 Laws of Power, The Laws of Human Nature. These are good books to grow the brain. And that's all I have to leave y'all for my advice on that. Episode 11 is the anti-network from Father D to Younger D. We out, baby. Allegedly.